I retired in 2002 from Caterpillar Inc. Had a long career with them, an enjoyable career, I might add. I retired as a vice president. My first job right out of high school was a sweeper in the factory. I left that job and traveled professionally as a musician for about 3.5 years. And right during that time I also got married and had a couple babies. My wife was telling me, you really need a real job. And so I stopped traveling and I started working at Caterpillar again as an accounting clerk. I decided that I was going to go to school full time. I was going to quit my job. You know, the controller there at the time, that's what I explained to him. He said, well, I believe you have promise. He said, let me see if I can get you an educational leave of absence, which he was able to do that. So I didn't have to resign. I elected to come to ISU. The idea was I would complete my education in 2 years. After that first year, went back to the controller and told him that, hey, I got 2 babies. I need to work. I need money. He said, fine. He said, I have an opening. You can have that job during the summer and I'll fill it when you go back to school in the fall. So I was very fortunate. After I graduated, the controller says, Duane, when you graduate, you should interview. Because number one, Caterpillar does not have an obligation to give you another job or a better job, nor do you have an obligation necessarily to come back to Caterpillar. So I interviewed with several companies, had a couple good job offers in the Chicago area, all of whom paid more money than what Caterpillar was going to pay me. But I elected to come back to Caterpillar because of the help that he gave me. I thought, wow, if I've been so fortunate, then it would be nice if someone else, you know, could experience some of the same thing. And so when I got into a position, well then that was part of my payback and paying it forward. So I maintain an endowed scholarship here for minority students. And you know, I've got it set up so that the business department, they make the selection, because I don't want to be involved in choosing, but I mean, I set the criteria and they take it from there. And they award my scholarship to students from the earnings of the principal. So it'll go on for a long, long period of time. What this controller did for me, I saw this as a way to be able to pay it forward because there are no other criteria than I expect the students to do well, and I expect for them to do the same for someone else.